Echoes of Wisdom, a return to the 2D style of Zelda games. Along with a new style of gameplay, we revisit the downfall timelines at Hyrule, where instead of playing as Link, we play as Zelda. Wait, wrong one. There we go. Hello and welcome. Today we are talking about what happened to the Triforce and why it's not present in Echoes of Wisdom. Now, Echoes of Wisdom takes place in the Downfall timeline, after the events of Triforce Heroes. It actually is the only place it could happen. If it were before A Link to the Past, then the entire storyline would lose all its meaning. This hero is supposed to be seen as the last hero, and sandwiching another hero between then and now would literally undo all of that. Then there's A Link Between Worlds. The Japanese version of the title is quite literally Triforce of the Gods 2, making it a somewhat sequel to the Triforce of the Gods, also known as A Link to the Past. There's also the fact in Echoes of Wisdom that many of the dungeons in both A Link to the Past and A Link Between Worlds are much more destroyed and ruined than before, as well as Link's house in these games is no longer there. Now, it could take place after Zelda 1 and 2, considering we never see Hyrule Castle in those games, mainly because we stay in the northern half of the kingdom, but the place between Zelda 1 and Triforce Heroes is actually a perfect spot. Side note, we know this takes place in the Downfall timeline because 1, the map, and 2, Link's hat. All the Links in the Downfall timeline have a very distinct golden stripe on their hat. The Triforce is missing. As we play through Echoes of Wisdom, we learn about how Tri can echo and create objects and other creatures Zelda had defeated. But throughout the game, we never actually see the Triforce. All we really know about the Triforce is how the goddesses who represented it had sailed away null under the earth. But we are looking for those 3 triangles and not the goddesses. So what happened? Now, there is actually an event already told to us in the lore that could explain this. Let's start with the king. He's actually one of the better kings of Hyrule that we see. He's kind right out the bat and doesn't need to learn to be a good king after a tragedy, or is he? See, because this game takes place right before Zelda 1, and it's also missing the Triforce, we can also look at some Zelda 1 and 2 lore. It said the selfish prince who had gotten his sister cursed actually became a good and wise king, as well as the fact the land did prosper for a time during his reign. We also know before this prince, the Hylian royal family had the complete Triforce with them and could use it when need be, and they had been using it when need be. But Echoes of Wisdom doesn't have this Triforce. This means it could take place after the tragedy of Zelda the First. This would mean the Triforce of Courage could be sealed away, leaving power and wisdom sitting alone, and you cannot use the entire Triforce to wish on it if there's only 2 pieces. There's also the fact that this would mean that we are playing as Zelda II, and the reason her father is so willing to look out for her and do anything to support her in everything she does is because he wishes to right the wrongs of his past. But no matter how much he tries to help out his daughter, the wrong that had happened to his sister cannot be righted for a very long time. The evidence we have is along the lines of the little bits of Hyrule we see in the art for Zelda 2. In the art, we see Hyrule Castle actually has a town. In the previous games in this timeline, Hyrule Castle is just that, a castle. But here in Echoes of Wisdom, and in Zelda 2's backstory art, we learn about Hyrule Castle Town via the events that lead up to it. There's again the fact that the Triforce is missing, and to actually implement this theory into the game, all we really have to do is this. Thank you all for watching. This one was a bit shorter, but yeah, this is my theory on what happened to the Triforce in Echoes of Wisdom. It's not there, and no one can use it, so where is it? We already have answers to what happens to it later on, so why not happen now? For our next video, we are just going to be doing one of the 2 that was left on the votes from before. Either how the oracles are connected to their pieces of the Triforce, or the history of the Knights of Hyrule clan. And of course I have a secret ending for you, so please enjoy. The secret ending is knowing the fact that I had actually spoiled this entire video in a previous video. And now I'm going to curse you with the knowledge that I have actually also spoiled another video that I plan on doing later on in another previous video. So have fun trying to figure that out. And then we have Echoes of Wisdom. Shh, ignore the spoilers. Ignore the spoilers. You don't need to know this yet. This is for a different video. Anyways, thank you all again for watching, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Bye!